Welcome back. I'm Dr. Jennifer Benjamin, the Associate Director with the Philadelphia Child and Family Therapy Training Center, and I'm here to celebrate another nominee for the third annual Marion Lindblad-Goldberg Award. We are celebrating Andrew Ghali from PHMC. He's a mental health professional here, just got his license. He's an LMFT now. Hi, Andrew.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. And we have joining us Valeria Mosenson, who's the clinical supervisor at PHMC. And we have Bill Mayer, who's the program director with the organization. Hey, Valeria. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Jen.
And we have the co-trainer for the Philadelphia cohort, Jessica Walters.
Good
Hey, Jen.
morning. Hello.
Morning. So I'm going to go ahead and turn to you, Valeria, and I'm going to find out, why are you not surprised that Andrew's been nominated for the Marion Lindblad-Goldberg Award?
Well, since Andrew joined PHMC, he made a mission to learn the model, to work the model, to represent the model that we work with in an amazing way. He has been working with very challenging families, and he never shied away from the challenges, and he always reached out to the larger community and myself and Bill in every time that it made sense, creating space for the family's growth and healing, for his growth, and also for my growth. Like, for me, it's a pleasure to get to work with him because he challenges me in every supervision for us to lean into our growth edge, to lean into conflict, to work through the conflicts and find ways to make it better for the families that we work with. So yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I often find, Valeria, that nominees just tend to have this impact on the others around them, right? Just like Marion Lindblad-Goldberg, did when she was, leading the charge at the training center. What have you seen him do with his leadership in the face of adversity? Is there something that stands out to you?
Yes. Well, every time that we had challenging situations, like some families were struggling with life and death situations, and we were trying to figure out who can step up and help, we will present the challenge to Andrew, and he will be like, yes, of course, I'm happy to help, and he enjoys the challenges. And so he doesn't shy away from, if he has to stay in a session with the family until 9, 10 o'clock at night just to make sure that everybody's safe, he does that. And he communicates with the team, and he invites Bill or myself to be part of some of those processes, going to hospitals, dealing with police reports, I don't know, the court, like, in, family based is community based, and he totally embraces that aspect of the work that we do.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like the ecosystem, right? It's just
Mm-hmm.
being activated and acknowledged. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, I'm going to come to you. Why did you nominate Andrew for the Marion Lindblad-Goldberg Award?
Well, probably Andrew's strongest, his brightest strength, actually reminds me of Marion and what I saw as Marion's brightest strength, which was she really did see the good
Yeah.
in everybody,
Mhm.
even maybe especially when they're in their worst moments. She knew that people's worst moments didn't define them, and there's always more to them. And I think everything else was built on that. And then there's a lot more, but that is so clear in Andrew. And I think that like mixes with so many things that Valeria said, that I would just reiterate, that Like he leans into things that are very scary, very courageously. And it's like because he sees good. He sees the good there and that he knows that there's more that so whatever's how scary it might look on at first glance, he just trusts that process and trusts the people that there is more and trusts himself. I guess I would in a really long way. In that with that particular quality, Andrew reminds me a lot of Marion. Um, and I enjoy being around Andrew in the same way that I enjoyed being around Marion for this. Like when I saw that quality in Marion, I wanted to be around it, and I feel exactly the same way about Andrew. And also, as Valeria said, he like that it shines. He shines in our group in that way, both with seeing the good, but also in being courageous um, and hopeful that like we can figure this out and there's good there to be had and let's not give up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And a determined conviction about that. So that's very contagious and spreads through our whole group.
So I hear you describing, how his dedication to his growth influences everybody around him. I wonder, what does it do for you as the program director, right? Because, often as PDs, there's usually a supervisor in between us and the person, right? So how has it impacted you?
Andrew and Valeria, I think they both include me in their village. And um and they I feel very welcomed in that way. So that I enjoy that myself. And so it's just fun. It's just that's how it impacts. I enjoy doing my work and I feel confident and I feel hopeful too in because of all the same things that I said about Andrew. They inspire the same things in me. They're contagious and they amplify that for me. And I that's what like I've been doing this a long time and nearly 3 decades, and that sustains me being around folks like Andrew and like Andrew's like I've been around a lot of folks and his light shines very, very brightly. Um, so it impacts me most because it helps me enjoy what I do in coming to work every day and being part of the team with him on it.
Jessica, I'm going to come to you as the co-trainer in the Philadelphia cohort. Um, why are you not surprised that Andrew's been nominated for this award?
I think just as Valeria and Bill were speaking, anytime Andrew's in the training room, he's very mindful of what's happening and really has that keen process eye and is very much willing to be an active participant in the training room and making sure to help others with their own growth and development by asking very insightful questions and also by being very mindful of what's happening for him and bringing that to light so that other people can start to see a new perspective on a case that someone else has brought into the room. So I think that's been really helpful for so many others in the training room to start to ask their own questions and to really see and want to follow and also be a leader.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw Andrew's name, I knew who he was, even from startup. I was like, I know who that is, right? So even in a, 6-day training, I mean, it's been some time, but I knew who Andrew was. Yeah. So how does his leadership in the face of adversity and all the content that shows up in a training room, how does that show up and shine from Andrew?
I think you can really tell how passionate he is about the work that he does. You can really see because he, as they're saying, he leans in. He doesn't pull away. He makes sure that he's paying attention to where the families are and what's happening for them, and really tries to meet them in those moments, and is really being willing to sit in a level of discomfort that a lot of people can't sit in, and does it so well and gracefully, and really helps others see the importance of making sure that when we enter a space, we enter it intentionally, and we enter it to want to be helpful and to ground ourselves in the model, and to not get caught up and all the chaos that's happening, and really just sitting in that place of, I want to meet you where you are. I want to be helpful. And I want to make sure that we remember why we're here, what the referral behavior is, and that we want to keep working those steps. So that way, then we can break those generational patterns.
So, Andrew, I'm coming to you now, now that you've been showered in compliments,
Yeah.
right? What does it mean to you to be recognized as having the same passion and commitment as our fearless Director Emeritus, Dr. Marion Lindblad-Goldberg?
Yeah, I just want to first start by saying just I'm truly at a loss of words of just all the appreciation I'm being shown this morning. I got the nomination, and that was right after my vacation from Egypt, and I was just like super stoked and excited, not knowing what to expect. And definitely this is not what I was expecting. But I'm just very grateful and appreciative of everything Jessica, Bill, Valeria, you guys have had to share, and you, Jen, for making the space for that. Um, yeah, I didn't have the pleasure of knowing Dr. Marion, but um, what I do know is that she touched a lot of people's hearts. And like Bill was saying, was a bright light in every room that she stepped in. So to just have my name in the same sentence, it's unreal. And it's just such an honor, truly.
So, I mean, everybody's been saying this work isn't easy, right? And, I know that too. So I wonder what sustains you and inspires you in this work.
That's a great question. Um, it's really funny because I just have a deep motivation to help people, and I don't know where specifically that comes from, but the challenges, the want to be there for others. Like I just feel it. Like I don't know what fuels it. I just feel it, and um, I believe just being your true self and helping others be their true selves is the best way to do it. Um, but what definitely helps sustain me on this path and on this road is having such an amazing team and support system, all the way up from Jessica at the training center to Bill and Valeria. Bill and Valeria are in my village at work and in my village if I need it in my personal life. So I know anytime I need to reach out to them, I can. Um, and I would say we talk very often about everything. Um, and I always know that in a moment of need or even in just a moment of not need, they always have my back. And that makes it very easy to just be courageous, be brave, and plant my flag in moments where it might be really difficult with a family. But knowing they'll support me always, it makes the work easy.
So what growth and development are you most proud of to date in this journey as a family-based mental health professional?
That's a very good one. I love that question. So coming out of so I actually graduated my master's from Drexel, master's in marriage and family therapy, and I went right to PHMC family based. So it really was my first job coming out of college. So I had a lot to learn. But what I'm grateful for from Drexel is that there was a huge emphasis on person of the therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And what was really important for me was for that to continue, that development to continue, because that's why I enjoyed the work. Because although I'm helping others, I felt like I was really helping myself every time I walked into work or walked into a session. So what I'm really proud of is coming out of Drexel, where something really difficult for me was to sit in the uncomfortable and to have difficult conversations and to dance around the truth, because I wanted to be liked, or I didn't want to hurt someone's feelings, or didn't want someone to feel any type of way. To now you hearing Valeria and Bill and Jessica sharing, like, I lean into the uncomfortable and I plant my flag, and I do it with compassion and commitment. But yeah, at this point in my career, like, I just know the benefits and the pros of speaking the truth, planting the flag, and being compassionate in that outweigh the fears and worries of not doing that. And so I'm just really proud of like how I'm continuously working on my signature theme. Again, that's like the most important thing for me. I think as therapists, we are our most powerful tool, which is why this work is just like so fun for me.
Well, thank you, Andrew, so much. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today and hearing about Andrew's nomination. And we're so grateful that everybody is a member of our alliance. And we encourage you all to check out our digital footprint. Make sure that you are subscribed to the blog and the newsletter so you can stay up to date. June 1st, we will be announcing the recipients of the Marion Lindblad-Goldberg Award and celebrating all of our nominees. So before you know it, it'll be June 1st, and we're looking forward to it, folks. See y'all soon. Bye.